All right, welcome back, boys. We got something special today for the RS7. On today's agenda, these boys right here. So these are some good old Chinese downpipes, 3-inch downpipes, nicely heat wrapped and everything. These are actually gorgeous. These look awesome. And now back here we have these highly restrictive giant catalytic converter. Wow. Just look at all that airflow, dude. But the topic of today's video, I genuinely want to know if those make that much of a difference. And I have to admit, at least according to my butt dyno, every car that I've ever gone from catted to catless, I've never noticed that much of a difference. So I'm figuring if any difference, it's probably gonna be something that's gonna show more on like a draggy time or something like that. Or maybe something that would reflect a little better on like a dyno number. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm going to get a baseline. The car right now is a stage 1 E40 map. So pretty much what classifies stage 2 is anything catless. But since this is still catted, it does have intakes, inlets, it has fuel pump pistons and fuel pump reroute kit. And then I do have the TGK 4.5 bar map sensors just in case I want to go big turbo, yada, 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 whatever. The biggest thing is that it's still catted. So this is a catted E40 stage 1 tune. Now I want to know if when I put these downpipes on, it is going to actually free it up and squeeze some more power out of it. And now I will admit my butt dyno is usually pretty far off and pretty broken. So I'm going to get a baseline 0 to 60 with my draggy, and then I'm going to swap those over, and then I'm going to go back and do another 0 to 60. Oh yeah, good old daily driver just packed full back here. Ooh, this looks so nice. There is literally no time to waste right now, so let's get to it. So we are heading to the shop. Out here in beautiful Indiana with beautiful construction and blockages. We're getting a beautiful 15 mile per gallon. I mean, how can you complain? OG Q7, tough. Oh my gosh, isn't it beautiful? All these hills we have here. Definitely not just a mound of rocks and dust. It's gorgeous. I can't get enough of this place. All right, we made it to the shop. We are cooling down the RS7 real quick before its little test hit on the current tune it's on. I feel like a real drag racer right now. Got one on the intercooler, one on the heat exchanger. Then we'll go do our little 0 to 60 run, come back, throw the downpipes on, retune it, and go again. While this is cooling down, I actually want to show you something that I've been working on for a little bit. So these pipes right here, you might be thinking, wow, those look a lot like the 4.0 T pipes you're about to put on. And that's because they are 4.0 T downpipes. So what I've made is, using the stock downpipes for measurement, I've made a little jig for these to bolt to. So I've just slapped one in here for quick reference, but you can see I have it marked so I know that it doesn't rotate at all or anything. Pretty much what I'll do is I'll throw a stock cat in here, and then I'll just cut out the catted section. Now pretty much what that does is it just guarantees that this doesn't rotate or move at all after I cut this section out. That way, once I cut it out, I can weld the pipe in its place, and I'll throw some pictures up. But once I weld the pipe in its place, it's essentially just, it's a catless downpipe. And then I heat wrap it all nice because they have to be heat wrapped. Now, the only drawback really of these ones versus the style I bought is that the ones I bought are 3-inch and these ones stock. My midsection is 2.5 inch, but they can shrink down to as small as like 2.25, I think, 2.25 inch. So literally the only reason I'm not running these is because I paid for these ones and these are 3-inch. But I don't see there being any noticeable drawbacks of running this one. So yeah, I'm gonna test fit these today and make sure they fit, and then ideally I'll be hooking someone up with some downpipes. Yeah, just a little project that I'm pretty proud of. I think these turned out really good. All right, enough blabber. This thing should be cooled down by now, so let's go get a baseline. And yeah, we're keeping it full weight. We're keeping all this junk in it. All the measurements and testing we do has to be based off daily driver. Let's go find a spot for a little test hit. All right, that actually got the oil temps down to 154. So that was only like 30-ish, nah, not even 20 minutes of cool down time. So that's pretty good. And we have a train stopped. So that might ruin my draggy spot. All right, we're gonna switch over to the draggy cam now. DA right now is something like 2100, something like that. I'll throw the screenshot up. Hopefully the audio is not all jumbled and jacked up. This road, I think, is on a slight incline too, so. Oh, what's up with my camera, dude? All right, I think we're good now. Let's do it. Little incline, whatever. Here we go. Oh, AC off, of course. Honda Civic tings. Ready? Okay, 60. We spun quite a bit. We might have to run that back. Oh, my draggy fell. We might have to run that back just real quick. Okay, it literally smells like tires. So yeah, I'm gonna have to run it back. All right, we're gonna run it back, brushing off the tires just a little bit. This is definitely uphill, by the way, but it'll be the same road, so it gives us a little. All right, here we go.
30. Or 60.
All right, that was good. That was better. Still spinning. We got a little sideways, and my draggy fell, but that was better for sure. So I'm happy running with that. I know this setup does like usually around a 3.0-ish, maybe a 2.9 on a good day. But I mean, we're gonna be using the same road later, same conditions. Oil temp's about 194 right now. DA is around 2100. I don't know why I'm still yapping on the draggy mic. And I will be utilizing my fan setup again, because holy crap, this thing's probably blistering. Oh, you can hear, listen to all that cooling going on. Okay, I'm gonna set up all my lighting and get a little time lapse going, and we're gonna start rocking. All right, I am like 40 minutes in at this point, and the downpipes are completely off. I just have to yank them out, but check out my little X pipe. Look how nicely it's starting to colorize. Yeah, I'm leaking the exhaust setup. Here it is. This is how you get that nice high revving tone, is the X pipe, but doing it a bit further up rather than most of them do it like back here where that second resonator is. I do mine right up front, right after the downpipes. But there we go. Yeah, it's turning into like copper. But I'm gonna yank these downpipes out, and then we're gonna compare and contrast. Okay, we made it out alive, and we have the downpipe side by side. Let me show you something. So here they are. Obviously, this one is a lot bigger the whole way through. Do you guys see how purple that is? This thing has had so many heat cycles. It is, I mean, check out the inside here. Oh man, that is the whole inside of these things. And this other one's actually a little bit worse. You can see it's all deteriorating in there. So it just kind of melts itself together over time, especially running ethanol as I've been doing. So now I'm starting to think there might be a bit more of a gain going to these ones. But so far so good. We're about 55 minutes in, and already have everything out and just ready to go back together. But now is where I'm gonna kill some time and take a lunch break. I am hungry. All right, just got back from gluttonously consuming. Check out this real quick. So I figured I'd throw on my little test ones to make sure they fit, and they fit like a dream, dude. These are perfect. They look pretty sick too. So definitely I'll make someone a good deal for parts plus install on these bad boys. But I'm happy with these turned out. They turned out pretty cool. So let me know if you want these. We can bundle parts plus install, something like that. We'll figure it out. Okay, got them loosely in there. Look at these things, dude. Oh, those look sick. I promise you I'm ordering everything from China from now on. Look at that like perfect gap fitment. Dang. These look pretty sick. But I'm going to finish buttoning this up, and then I'll probably just cut back in once it's all installed, because I'm pretty eager to go test this out. All right, they're fully bolted in now, other than the lower portion, but got the O2s and everything. I just got to glaze how well this fits. Zero issues fitting it. I mean, that's just awesome. All right, pretty cool alternate angle I got going on here, but I wanted to show you the exhaust setup now because it is officially bolted on and complete. And let me spawn in some light. Okay, so the setup, as it sits and as it will probably remain, is the catless downpipes to the midsection into a custom X pipe, and then into the stock center resonator, and then muffler delete. So no mufflers or anything, no valves. And I wasn't too attached to the valve system in this car anyway, because they're not that great. Yeah, let's connect the battery and see how this thing sounds. Okay, so my phone was pretty dead, so I just plugged it in while I threw the rest of it together. So we are all together, battery's hooked up. It's literally ready for me to just hit the key. So without further ado, actually, let me wash my hands quick. Okay, squeaky, let's start it up. Oh man, I'm really excited, dude. Accessory on. Peep the freaking red puddle lights too. Here we go. Wow, I am shocked that it's not like a whole bunch louder. Like that's not, oh, it smells different for sure. It smells crazy now. Wow, that's not bad at all. That middle suitcase must be doing a lot. Let's get a couple little baby revs. Oh yeah. Oh, it's way louder under some load. Okay. All right, there's a little bit more whistle too right now. Okay, we're gonna let it warm up and then get some revs in. Oh my Lord, it smells ridiculous in here. These boys are putting in some work. Holy. Safe to say that the downpipes are on and doing their job. But the real question, is it any faster? Let's find out. We are heading back to the test trip to find out. In the same spot, we ran a 3.1 earlier. So that's the time to beat. Okay, I will say right off rip, it's not a whole bunch louder just cruising around. So that's actually pretty nice for daily ability. Okay, that's exactly what I was looking for. It has more whistle to it now. There is way more whistle under load. I'm gonna take it down the road and back to get the oil temps up a little bit more and the trans temps up. Oh yeah, this is good. Oh yeah, there's so much more whistle. Oh. Okay, we've got the oil temps to about where they were. I will say the DA is like 800 DA higher, and it's about 10 degrees hotter outside now, so we might not get accurate data. I do want to see if it just off-rip pulls any harder. Oh my God, it's actually faster. Oh my God, it's actually faster. I mean, the turbos, they spooled up like that. I don't know how that's possible. Is that real? Am I tripping? What? That's crazy. There's no way it's actually that much faster, right? Whoa. We've switched to the draggy camera. Let's do our little 0 to 60 hit. Same spot as last time. Ready? Okay, we spun a bunch. We spun a bunch right there. It looks like it did about the same, but we spun a bunch. Holy. Okay, I did just lose my draggy though. So I'm gonna have to pull over and figure out where that went. Okay, it does actually feel faster. My gosh, there's so much more response now. I feel like I need to send another data log and like see if there's anything left on the table after that. Dear golly. Oh, it's so much faster. Okay, we have to try one more time. Yes, we are doing all of our draggy runs uphill. Who cares? All right, let's see. Jesus, dude, we cannot hook. We cannot hook. Okay, I can definitively say it is faster. Now whether I can beat that time, I don't know, because we keep blowing the tires off. But wow, with almost 3,000 DA too. This is pretty good. 3,000 DA uphill, spinning. I mean, come on. This is in proper conditions. This is a 2 second 0 to 60 all day. All right, we gotta let her cool down a bit. Jeez, dude. Okay, so I would say overall that did actually make a pretty substantial difference. Way more so than I was anticipating. Way more. That being said, just a quick and sweet science experiment today for you guys. The reason I wanted to get this done and out of the way ASAP was because we have a Cars and Coffee to attend tomorrow, and we're doing a little pre-meet with a bunch of Audis. So probably gonna record that too. Keep an eye out for that video. But yeah, wow, I'm actually blown away by that. Do I cut out the center resonator too? I don't know. Let me know. That is going to wrap it up for today's video. I'll see you later.